Hello and welcome to another help video from Flawless POS. In this video, we will go over the following scenario which might happen in a retail store. We will start with the assembly job of an item using 2 stones and a mounting. We will then send this job to the vendor. Once we receive the piece back, we will send the assembled item to the customer. We're starting this tutorial in the Service Job module. To create an assembly job, press the Create a Job button and select the Advanced Service Job option. In the first section, you will have the ability to fill out the miscellaneous information about the assembly job. Note that you can also select the job location here. In this demo, we will start the job in the main store and will later send it to the vendor. Once you're happy with everything, press Next. In the next section, you are able to add service job lines. You can add multiple if you'd like, but in this demo, we will add one assembly job. To do that, press the Add Service Job Line button. In the Open drop-down, select the assembly job. The product assembly line will open, which will allow you to enter all the necessary details. First, you will have to add the parts that you want to use. In this case, it will be 2 different stones and a mount. To add a part, locate the Add Part button and press it. In the Open drop-down, select the part option. In this case, we will consume our own parts from the inventory. In the Open Task Line dialog, we will first need to select the part from our product list. Click on the second line to choose the part. We will search for a diamond to add as a part and press OK. Note that you can change the description, price, and quantity if you wish. It is very important to understand how the part is subtracted from the inventory once you save the job. This is a default behavior. You can check other choices by clicking to reveal consume options. Once you are happy with your selection, press OK to add the part to the assembly job. We are now seeing this part added to the job. Note that you can also the consumption behavior under the description. We will now add the second stone and a mount as a part. The process is exactly the same. Once you are happy with your task lines, press Next to continue. In this section, we will need to describe the final product. In other words, the product that will be produced after consuming the parts. The first field is responsible for how many resulting quantities you want to have. In this demo, we will produce 1 ring from the given parts. Next, we will need to select the resulting item. Press the Select Product button to open the Product Pick dialog. You can either create a new product or select the already existing SKU. In this demo, we will create a new ring. The product creation process is discussed in our other tutorials. Here, we will go through the process. Note that you can upload additional pictures if you'd like. In order to do that, press the Add Another Image button. Once you are finished, press Complete. Once we refresh the grid, we can see our newly created assembly job at the top. We will now send it to the vendor for assembly. To do that, press the 3-dotted button on the right and select the Send option. After that, choose the needed vendor. Note that the vendor memo will be created automatically when you select the vendor. Now let's imagine that the vendor lets us know that the job is complete. We now need to receive it back to add to our inventory. To do that, we will need to go to the Vendors module and select the vendor. Once in the vendor profile, go to the Jobs tab and locate our assembly job. We can see that it is now in a pending state. To receive it, press the Receive Job button. This will start the process of a regular merchandise receive where we will select the assembly job. The rest is the usual process that you can follow in this video. Once we complete the merchandise receive, we will get the assembly job completed with all of our previously added task lines. We also have received the item in our store. Let's check the product details now by searching for the product using the pink round action button in the left bottom corner. In the open details, note on the right that we now have one quantity on hand. This is what we just received from our vendor. Essentially, we have subtracted 2 stones and 1 mount from our inventory to create one quantity of this ring. Let's now go to the Components tab. Here we can see the recap of the tasks and parts we described during the assembly process. This will help you to have the most accurate information in the product details without transferring it manually. We will now go to the POS to sell the assembled product. To do that, we will start by searching for the product in the search bar. Since we have already received the item and it has on-hand quantity, it appears in the search results. We will now add it to the cart and then select the customer. When you are ready, press the checkout button. In this demo, we will go straight to the payment options. Here we will select how the customer will pay for the item. In this demo, the customer will pay using a check. After adding the check payment and making sure that the balance is 0, we will press the Submit Sale button to finish recording the sale. That's it for the process of going from the parts to the assembled product and then to the sale of the created item. Thanks for watching.